Hello, everybody. How are you? We're back with another consumer video. This time we're going to be focused on the 5 worst hairstylists in Savannah. Now, the first one on our list, guys, is waxy hairstylists. The problem I have with waxy is they kind of go overboard with their signature service. So I went in for a haircut. Now, granted, they mostly work with female clients, but when I went in for just a simple cut, and keep in mind, I'm almost bald, so it doesn't take much to cut my hair. But guys, they wanted to wax not only my head, but my entire body, a full body wax. And it wasn't so much like hair removal or anything like that. Their waxing technique, they say, it offers an automatic sunblock, so you don't have to pay for expensive sunblocks at your big box store, your Walmarts, or wherever you get your sunblock, your Walgreens. But also, you slide in and out of your car much easier. It's easier to get in and out of the driver's seat when you have a full body wax, when your body's completely covered with wax. But the problem is, guys, it's the summer's coming up, and I know all that wax is going to drip right off in the heat. And so I think they know what they're doing, because then you have to go back in for another treatment. Guys, it's not for me. I'm going to say no go. Now, number 2 on our list of the worst hairstylists in Savannah is Mood hairstylists. They offer an interesting approach again, and we always advocate to our marketing partners that they have a interesting approach, a different angle. However, sometimes it can go a little haywire because they insist that you get in the mood, hence the name, before you have your hair styled. And the way they do that is they want you to appreciate your life in this dimension. So they have a seance, they have a special seance room where you're able to contact people that you know, people close to you, family, friends, whoever it might be, and communicate with them in the afterlife. And so that puts you in a state of gratitude, which then will transfer to your hair. And after your hairstyle, it'll be much more fuller, more bountiful, because you have the state of gratitude pulsing through your body. Now, I don't know the actual science on this, guys, but honestly, when I was in the seance room, I'm such a workaholic that anytime it gets dark like that and kind of quiet, I fell asleep. And I basically dreamed about playing golf. So I don't know if that put me in a better state so that my hair was more bountiful, but I barely have any hair as it is. So I'm going to have to say no to those guys. Now, number 3 on our list is Snap Hair Salon, right there in downtown Savannah. Very convenient to much of the community, but to get your scalp lively, a lot of people don't realize the importance of the scalp in a healthy head of hair. But to get your scalp ready for a nice precision cut, what they'll do is they'll snap their fingers while but making contact with your head. So it's like that kind of action, right? So they're snapping down all over your head. And sometimes the stylist will get their assistant to do this. And sometimes they have a couple of guys working there that are former bikers. And guys, when they snap your head with their big biker hands, it's kind of like a punch. It feels like somebody's punching you all over your scalp. Now, it might work. I mean, maybe blood flows to the scalp and therefore you get a better cut because of your hair. But, when a guy named Spike says to just relax and just starts peppering my head with snaps that feel like punches, I almost feel like I want to start a lawsuit is what I... So that's going to be no go for me. Now, number 4 on our list is theoretically hair salon. And a lot of times when I go to the hair salon, at least when I had hair, I would say, hey, can you make me look like this? And I'd have a magazine ad or perhaps a photo of a celebrity. And I would say, listen, I know you can't get it exact, but I kind of like that cut. Can we get close to that? And theoretically, when I do that, they say, well, theoretically, and I know that that is code for no, we cannot. We cannot. We cannot make your ugly head look like this $1 million celebrity. But they don't say that because they can't say that. They want to keep it on the nice and nice, keep everybody happy. Kind of like, we'll try, we'll see what we can do. But I'd rather you give me the blunt truth, and therefore I'm going to say no to theoretically for my business. And finally, number 5 on our list is Butcher Hair Salon. They're going to be on the far north side of Savannah, guys, out there by the grocery store just off that main street. And Butcher, you think it's like a play on words, or in other words, that they don't butcher your hair, that they do a good job. It's like calling a giant guy tiny, one of those opposite plays on words. But no, this is in fact, they're called Butcher because they're next door to the grocery store. And the way that the grocery store has been paying their people lately, they're on the north side of Savannah, they don't make enough money to get their bills paid. So some of the butchers also work next door at Butcher Hair Salon, and that's where they got the name. Now, the problem with a butcher doing your hair is they want to cut your hair with that slicer. So they've commandeered a couple of the slicers next door, and they put your hair right up against that blade. And guys, I don't want to feel like a piece of salami. And who knows who's going to go crazy with that blade someday. And all of a sudden, my ear is on the floor of the salon. So, guys, I'm going to have to say no go, too dangerous for me for Butcher Hair Salon right there on the north side of Savannah. Now, that's all I have. If you have other bad ones, let us know in the comments, because let's help each other out. And likewise, if you know good ones, let us know that in the comments too, because as always, when you help your fellow Savannah resident, you lift the whole community together. Thanks.